Am I in Bangalore as I was supposed to be? No. Did I manage to swap it? Yes. What have I swapped it to? That's the question. So I was a little bit unsure whether I was going to be able to swap my Bangalore trip because it's not a popular trip. People would only take the trip for the report and the clear times if they're better and suit around their lifestyle more than the ones that they want to swap with. I think that was the case for me, and luck was on my side, so I advertised my trip just to see what I could get for it, and I got this trip, which is quite a good result. So I decided to put on my Instagram story earlier on today, just before I got on the plane, where you guys thought I was going to on this trip. I've built up a little bit of suspense. That's fun every now and again. So I put it on my story, and very quickly I checked it maybe within 5 minutes of uploading it, and I was shocked that so many people actually guessed where I was going. There was no clue. There was no idea at all. I've not mentioned it once where I was going. So I'm quite impressed that some of you actually, in fact, loads of you actually guessed where I'm going to, which is quite mad, really. Loads of you were like, New York, JFK, did you get a 4-day JFK, LA, San Diego again, Miami, Phoenix. But loads of you guessed correctly, as I said. I think I've built up enough suspense. Let's show you where I am. One thing I found really funny is that someone put very simply somewhere in the States, which is me all over. You guys obviously know me very well. I'm in Vegas, baby. It has been a long time since I've been to Vegas. I think the last time I came here was November last year. So it has been almost a year, which is very long for me. Normally I go to Vegas very frequently, but it's just not popped up on my roster. Even when I've requested trips that could trigger this trip to pop up on my roster, it just hasn't. So I've just kind of accepted that. And when I saw it pop up as a swap request, I was like, absolutely, I'm taking it. So what I'm gonna do, just what I need to do, is go to bed. Already in bed. I mean, what a shock is that? Normally crew tend to go straight out for drinks as well, and that's just not a bit of me when we've done a long enough duty. It's 6 a.m. at home now. It's ridiculous. I need to sleep. So I'm going to do just that. I did also decide to pick up one of Vic's shirts from home. He has like a big stock of clothes at my house, and I haven't seen him for over a week now. He's unfortunately had to go to Poland, not for a good reason, to go see his family, so that's nice for him. Family members that he haven't seen for a couple of years, especially since the pandemic as well. He's only been able to FaceTime them and not see them in person, so that's nice for him. But he's going there for not such a good reason, which is really sad, and I haven't seen him in so long. He's where he needs to be, but we do spend a lot of time together when we are at home together. So when I'm on my days off, we literally live in the same house for the whole time. He'll go to work, he'll come back. We're just a couple that have to spend a lot of quality time together. It's one of our love languages. So yeah, it's been quite hard this last week. I just feel a little bit lost, I think. So I thought I'm just going to pick up one of his shirts that has his scent on it. That's one thing that sort of helps me with homesickness sometimes, is doing something like this. And just, snuggle to bed. I will see him when I get home from Vegas, but at that point it will be like the 10-day mark. And I don't mind it so much. I don't normally get homesick when I'm just doing a normal trip and I can go back to him. But when we're doing long periods of time away from each other like this, it's been quite tough. And it was all brought on us so suddenly as well. So there wasn't really much time to think about it or even be upset about leaving each other. It was literally, I was on a trip and he's like, I'm going. So yeah, it's been quite a sad week. But Vegas is the kind of trip that will really boost my morale, I think. And yeah, I'm here to have a good time until I can go home and see Vic again, which will be good. Anyway, good night. I will see you in the morning and we will discuss plans for this trip. Flight attendant life is about eating a pot noodle at 6 a.m. when you're starving and you just cannot wait for your breakfast. I won't lie, I slept like shite. yeah, I just didn't sleep very good. I woke up at 2 a.m, absolutely bursting for a pee, had to go. It was to the point where it was semi in my dreams, semi alert, so I had to just dash before anything happened. But I am about to have a bath. I think I'm really cold for some reason. Been hot, cold all night. And I don't think that helped by the fact that my sleeping routine is just so messed up. Even more so from this trip now, so that's fabulous. This is my outfit of the day. Well, might be morning, might change later because it's Vegas. But I've just got these Adidas cycling shorts on. Perks of having someone that works at Adidas because he gets crazy discount, Vic does. And this is such a unique colour, like a very nice colour as well. They're so comfy too. Just this plain black oversized top from New Look. And I'm just going to throw on my Converse. I've got my backpack with me as well, which I bring everywhere with me. I did always used to put on an over shoulder bag, but my shoulder was always killing. And I love a backpack. You can fit more in there, and that one packs down completely. It's from Primark if you're wondering. I'm just going to put a hat on my bag, I think, just so I have it with me because it's hot outside today. It's in the 30s, so it's not as hot as Vegas can be, but it's hot. But I definitely recommend if you are starting flying or you're training to be crew and you're wondering what sort of things to get ready to pack with you, things like this are ideal, especially for standby. It takes up hardly any room in your suitcase. You can never go wrong with cycling shorts because we often get free gyms in hotels, free use of gyms. Any big baggy comfy t-shirt you can wear to bed, you can wear out, is brilliant. Just this kind of thing is perfect really, and to go for breakfast, which I think is what we're going to be doing soon, is ideal. Also, the baggy shirt hides the food baby too, which is mwah. What's happened over the last 5 hours or so? I went for breakfast. We went to Ellis Island for breakfast. I will pop a little picture right here of my breakfast. I went for French toast. I've never had a French toast before. I think I may have tried other people's, but I've never had like French toast myself. So that was okay. It was nice. It was cheap and cheerful. Like, that's all there was to it. Had a slice of toast as well to get a bit savoury in there. And I'm so full, I'm still full. We had that about, I think we got the food about 10:30 in the end. But the service was actually not very good there. We had a lady there who, everything we asked for was an inconvenience, which is never a nice experience. And everything took so long. It took so long to sort the bills out because obviously we tend to split the bill. We don't tend to all put it on one card. We do sometimes if there's a small group, and then we'll just send that person our portion of the bill. But when there's a big group of us, which there was like 10 of us, it was complicated and she just didn't want to deal with that. So that was really annoying and rude. But anyway, we carried on, we split up then. We went to Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works is rubbish. What the hell? There's nothing in there that piqued my fancy, and that's rare. Normally there is, so that was a shame. But we went into the shopping mall that I normally tend to go to, which is in the Paris section of Las Vegas, opposite the Bellagio fountains. So we walked up there to Bath and Body. We then had a little walk around there in general. We then went up to Beer Park, which is a bar that I've been to before here in Vegas. Really nice outdoor bar that is opposite the fountains. So when they start going off at 3, that's a really nice setting for a drink. And now I'm back here. I'm gonna have a nap because I'm so tired. It hit me, I think, after breakfast once I had a full stomach. I just needed to lay down from that moment, and I've been wandering around for ages. So yeah, I'm gonna do just that, get a nap in, and then we'll see what the rest of the day has in store. Gosh, I think that was one of the best naps I've ever had down route in my life, which is just what I needed. It was very like broken, but I'm kind of glad of that because I didn't go into a deep sleep. So when it was time to wake up, it was so easy. So I've just had a shower, I've got changed, I've just, zhuzhed up my makeup a little bit. And we are going to head to the pool, I think, and just chill out there for a few hours. Maybe go get some food, do that kind of thing. Vegas is one of those where it's hard to bring you guys around with me because it's one of those you have to see for yourself. It's a very social place. It's a very big drinking culture here, very big foodie culture here. And yeah, it's just one of those you have to see for yourself. So I can show you as many times in many different vlogs as I have done before, like going to the sign, doing all the touristy stuff that I usually like to do. But when you've done that over and over and over again, I'm sure you guys are sick of it just as much as I am. But tomorrow I'm hopefully going to try and figure out something different to do. I'm not too sure what. I quite like just wandering and finding somewhere random that I've never found before. So maybe we'll do something like that. We'll go on a little adventure together, but we'll see what we end up with. But if I capture any clips tonight, of course, I will pop them in the vlog for you. I will just clarify, I do not plan on ending up how my Vegas in November ended up, because I ended up going out to a club, which I never really thought I would do here in Vegas. Clubbing isn't really a massive thing for me. I'll go and do it if my friends want to do it, but I'm not one to put the idea forward because it's not really my scene. But I just quite like going there to people watch. That's my kind of thing. But that's what we did last time, and I woke up the next morning with a serious hangover, and I have never had a hangover like that before. Yes, I've had like groggy days where I've known that I've had a drink the previous night, but that was on another level. I do not want to get like that. Well, this is outfit number 2 of the day. I've got my jumper t-shirt on from H&M, I think. Yeah, it's quite a thick material, which I like. It gets cold in Vegas at night, so that's important. My black cargos that keep riding up, which have a little chain on. Belt, I hate doing this, but I've got these white chunky sandals, and my backpack and glasses. Let's go. Beautiful chicken tenders, and I wanted to go see the fountains before I went to bed. Decided not to drink because I just feel like absolute death. Like, I'm so tired. I hit a wall even more so once I've had the chicken tenders, so that was not a good feeling, and I knew the best option was to go to bed. That's one thing I will say, that every time I come to Vegas, the fountains just amaze me, and I love to go see them at night, more so than in the day. They're more frequent, so you can catch them a bit more often and see different songs, but the fountains just always amaze me, without fail. But I'm just walking back to the hotel now, and I'm going to get into bed, which I'm so excited for. I'm exhausted. Just a word of warning, if you are coming to Vegas, be prepared that it's loud all the time. Most hotels are quite good with soundproofing, but this event right outside of my window is going on right outside of my window. So it's so loud, and I want to go to bed. So if you do struggle with jet lag and you are coming far to come to Vegas, be prepared for this to happen pretty much every day of the week. And it is Monday night right now. Every day is a weekend in Vegas. That's just how it is. Honestly, there is no better feeling than when your skincare is done and you feel all moisturised, your teeth are brushed, and you're in bed. There's no better feeling. No one can argue with me about that. I was saying to my crew at dinner, I feel like I just cannot function unless I have at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep, at least. And I feel like that's an abnormal thing. Most of the others were saying they normally get like between 5, 6. Whereas me, I feel like I need an abnormal amount of sleep to function okay and be okay. So I'm going to do just that. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same as me. Am I on my own with that? Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Let's go get Starbies. Yes, this is absolutely a heart attack in a cup, but when you miss out on breakfast and lunch because you're sleeping through it because of the time zone change, you need to make up for the calories lost, and this is definitely going to do that. This is a mocha cookie crumble frappuccino. Let's give it a try. Beautiful. I love that so much. I was going to go for my usual, which is an iced white mocha with sweet cream cold foam, but I needed something chocolatey, and this is definitely it. I do pretty much have the day to myself today, so I think I'm just going to do what I do best and just go for a very long walk. That's what I love to do and what you guys know I love to do. So I'll bring you with me. And the shops, surprisingly in Vegas, don't open until about 10 o'clock, like most of them. Some do open before then, but most of them do at 10, which is surprising considering. So I'm just going to head out, have a walk down the strip, up and down maybe, see what I can find, pop in a few shops along the way, and yeah, just do what Chloe does best. I honestly don't know why I do this to myself every single time. I knew the situation I was getting myself into. I knew I was going to spill the drink down my dress. So I decided I was going to stay in the position I was, not move to a safer location to drink my drink. And this happened, so I had to scrub it out before it stained. But I'm about to go out and I cannot go out looking like this, so I need to get the hairdryer on it. Looks better than it was, but at least the stains kind of come out. To the Venetian, which I haven't been to in a long time. I noticed it outside my hotel room window and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go there. Just because they have a really nice like Venice setting in there. It's really pretty and loads of shops around it. And it's probably one of the first stops on my walk today. I was gonna try and see how many hotels I can kind of pop into and see along the way. So far I've seen Flamingo, Harrah's, Palazzo, Mirage, Treasure Island, and now Venetian. But I'm gonna go in the Venetian because it's so pretty. Just found a big love sign, and who doesn't love a big giant sign to take a picture of? It's the one thing about Vegas is you can very easily get lost, which is exactly what I've done. No matter how many times I've been, I always get lost. But sometimes that's fun. It means for a great adventure. Somehow I've ended up by the Whim, which is really far down the strip. Yeah, I better start heading back because I did not realise I headed down this far. I definitely did all of that walk in true Chloe's style, where I got lost about 3 times, but just carried on walking and walking and walking. And then about 5-6 hours later, I was like, probably time to go back to the hotel now. So that's exactly what I did. But yeah, when it came to food, I was undecided. I was like, do I go for Cheesecake Factory or do I go for In-N-Out Burger? Because when I had In-N-Out with my sister in LA, I loved it. And I didn't actually know why I've never tried it before, because it's reasonably priced for fast food over here. So I was like, I don't know. So I messaged Vic, I was like, tell me, which one do I have? And he was like, Cheesecake Factory all the way. So that's what I did. I ate half of it there and I got half of it to eat either when I've had a nap or on the plane. Most likely on the plane, I reckon, because I'm so full right now. Like, it's ridiculous. All I want to do is drink water. Very rarely do I ever crave water, but that's me right now. One mission I had while I was here was to get Vic a gift, just to cheer him up a little bit after everything he's been through. And I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to achieve this mission. But I was walking past one of the streets by the link, one of the streets that I totally forgot was actually there. And when I was walking past it, I was like, oh, I'll take a little detour back to the hotel. Walked past one of Vic's favourite stores, and he's a massive gamer, so it is a no-brainer that he loves Razer. So I popped in, had a little mooch around, and I totally forgot about one of the ranges they have there, which is called Sneaky Snake. Literally, it's called Sneaky Snake. So I picked him up, a little bobblehead Sneaky Snake. I'll pop a little picture on the screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's a little range of this really cute little snake. It must be some sort of mascot for Razer, and Vic always goes on about him. He got the little plushy toy of Snaky Snake. It is really cute, to be fair. So I got him the little bobblehead to just pop on his desk, just to have when he plays games, and I just think it's really cute. I just think it's really cute. So yeah, I thought that's something little, but something that I know he's gonna like and it's gonna cheer him up. So that's quite a nice little gift, and I'm very glad I managed to find something. So I'm going to pop that in my suitcase somehow without damaging the bag or the box. Nap time for me, I'm going to try and get at least 2 hours before the flight, because it's going to be one hell of a long flight tonight, especially for the fact that we are taking off about 5:30 in the morning UK time. Try not to think about that. I'm tired. Don't want to do this, but the motivation is my bed at home. I only managed to get about 30 minutes sleep, I think, solid. Even though I was led down for about 2.5 hours, I just kept tossing and turning. And of course, as soon as my alarm went, that's when I started to go into a deeper sleep and feel really tired. Oh, let's go home. I'll see you in my next vlog, which will be my recurrent week.